Attention all basement dwellers, it's Belle with comic news.
Perfect.
Can two men talk independent comic news without driving each other crazy?
Hey kids, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome to my video outhouse. It's time once again for Indy comic news.
Yes, it is.
And we're here in the Indy alley with...
Bo! And man, this alley is very, very nice looking today.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The garbage has all been picked up and put away, and the rats are all asleep in their bed. As a matter of fact, the rats are all asleep in their bed just like, and I'm jumping to the end here, Mouse Guard. That's what you call a segue,
That's
Einstein.
a segue.
That's called a segue. Arcadia is going to be doing something with Mouse Guard. What are they going to do with Mouse Guard?
They're going to expand Mouse Guard.
Expanding Mouse Guard.
David Peterson, of course, cannot draw. You can't draw it.
You mean they're going to make it a full-size book?
No, it's still going to be this size.
Oh, okay.
They're going to do an anthology series called Legends of the Guard, which will have art by David Peterson and other independent creators because Peterson can only draw so fast. And so you'll probably be getting an issue of Mouse Guard, every month.
Every month.
Well, Mouse Guard and then Legends of the Guard, too, which will explain all the stories about the other characters. I don't read the books. I couldn't tell you, but, mice and knives and guns, it just doesn't do anything for me.
It won it was the Eisner Award winner for Best Kids Book 2 years ago. That's what you need to know about it. So you should pick it up
Kids
for
love it.
for your little ones. Okay.
Small children.
Next up, we've got Final Crisis' J.G. Jones. He is doing something called Dust to Dust.
He's working on an original graphic novel with a guy named Phil Bram. He's basically a DC exclusive, but apparently...
Doesn't sound very exclusive to me.
Well, his contract's about up. Final Crisis, I think it was over with. So he's doing this
So we
thing.
should assume he's not renewing?
I would assume, yeah. I would assume he's not going to renew. Considering the fact he got kicked off Final Crisis. Would you renew? I don't think so. I'd be like, nah, I don't think so.
Well, I'm going to take my late ass and leave.
Right.
My late, unreliable, undependable ass out the door.
But Dust to Dust,
Yes,
graphic
Dust to
novel.
Dust.
We don't know what it's about because it's an original graphic novel. If we knew what it was, then it wouldn't be very original, would it?
Okay, next up, Desperado Comics, which publishes Negative Burn at some very infrequent schedule, along with everything else in their
I
line.
think it's every 4 months. Isn't it?
There hasn't been a new one of these in at least 2 years.
2 years?
They also do Necessary Evil and whatever else was just on the shelf where I pulled this off of that I can still remember in my head. But they are doing what?
They're doing a 4-issue miniseries which starts this month called Death Valley from Keith Champagne, who works on The Mighty, and Sean Mall's doing the artists. He's going to be doing the art. The limited series will involve the Onin War of Japanese history.
The what war?
The Onin War. It was,
Onin.
Samurais and ninjas fighting with, hacking people up. They're going to come, and they're going to come to the American Old West, and they're going to basically...
Yeehaw!
Black Bart, Frank James, Doc Holliday, Billy the Kid,
They're going to take
Belle
the
Star,
magical mystery tour of the
and
West. Yeah.
Sitting Bull. They're going to come to the West, and there's going to be some big, huge, massive action sequence going on.
Didn't they do a book like that called Samurai Cowboy or whatever
Yes.
it was? So it's the same thing.
It's basically, yes, but it won't have the Darrow guys drawing it.
Oh, it'll be the same thing but different.
It'll be the same but different.
Remember Benjamin Sisko and Worf on DS9?
I do. Yes.
They're coming back. They're coming back. IDW's not going to let that just lay there. And Voyager probably after that. But DS9 for right now.
DS9, they're going to do a limited series called Deep Space Nine Fool's Gold from Scott and David Tipton, who've done a lot of books for them before, and art by Fabio Mantovani. This will be the first in what they say will be mini DS9 limited series because they've got the Star Trek franchise and they figure, let's make some cash.
Shouldn't that be Fool's Gold Press Latinum?
Maybe that's the storyline.
Got to be better than the series wrap-up.
Yes, he actually watched the show. The series wrap-up was fine.
I had no problem with
The
DS9.
series wrap-up was fine. You know the problem most people have with DS9?
Yes.
It was a show about people who actually fought wars. And they go, well, that's not what Gene Roddenberry said. Gene Roddenberry didn't say much about anything.
Wait a minute.
But
Wait a minute, nothing.
But you digress.
Yes.
We can't talk about Spawn. We can't talk about that. We got Spawn news.
Right,
We got
I'm
Spawn
sorry.
news.
Crazy.
Okay, forget Gene Roddenberry. Forget DS9. Forget all that garbage. We've got some really good stuff here. Spawn news. What's up with Spawn?
All the time.
The villain for Image United is
Yes.
actually Al Simmons,
Oh!
the former Spawn, who'll be called Dark Spawn.
How are you getting darker?
Ha How do you take a stupid concept and make it even dumber?
Darkest Spawn.
You'll also be introduced in this limited series a new character called Fortress, and during the event, everything will
Dark Fortress.
Dark Fortress. Well, no, you can't have a Dark Fortress because
can't.
we just got introduced to the new Fortress. He can't go dark right away.
What
You
are
got
they
to wait
doing?
about 5 or 6 years. Then he can go dark.
What are they doing to Deceptispawn?
Yeah, he's still around. And medieval Spawn and samurai Spawn and Fat Burger Spawn. I mean, he was my favorite. Fat Burger Spawn was my favorite.
Spawno, the super dog.
But anyway, when this Image United thing is over with, and apparently this sucker's actually going to ship on its actual schedule,
It better be dark.
it's going to basically change everything we know about the Image Universe characters and do strange and unusual things, which will involve books shipping on time.
Yeah, sure will.
Well, they said it.
Okay,
Why,
well,
why is he talking so close to the camera now? Where did that come from?
because he thinks you're all deaf at home. He thinks you're all
Where did
deaf.
that come from?
So anyway, that's it. We're done. We're out of here. That's it for Indie News. Stop by the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com, to check out all the indie news, which he ponies up all the time, which I post up almost every day, actually every day. So until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And Bo
saying,
How did I get here?
hey, I called for you like an hour ago. You're late. Jeez. Is it still $20? Bye!
Bo can turn into that every week.